Today, let's take a really simple chord shape. You might already know it as a D7 chord. And we're going to use it in different parts of the neck to play some super cool blues rhythm guitar, like this. Alright, so let's break that down really quickly and easily, and then I want you to stick around and practice it right with me. I'll do a playthrough of both of those patterns, and yeah, you can go through it as many times as you want. You can return to the video later if you want to practice right along with me. And I've got a link to these cool backing tracks I found in a couple different keys for you. I'll put that in the description of the video. So first, just in case you don't already know this little chord shape, many people learn it as a D7. I also think of it as a backwards triangle if you think of your regular D major as your forwards triangle. So take a look at this. I'm putting my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So that's your first mission. Find those spots, right? Curl your fingers around, but try and keep your thumb over the top. Find that spot where everything rings out. We're gonna move this shape around, and that's the only shape we need for everything we're gonna learn today. Now, what I also need to explain is how we're going to move this chord shape around, because on the guitar, we can actually use this chord shape in 2 totally different ways to play 7th chords, which have that kind of cool bluesy, jazzy sound. So when we're on the first 3 strings, the main thing we need to know is where our root note is, right? So if this is a D7 chord, we want to know where a D is, so that we know how to orient this shape when we're moving it left and right. Now on these 3 strings, this shape is actually weird because there is no D in this shape. The D that I want you to orient this to is the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So you find that note, and then you put this chord shape right next to it. It's as simple as that. So if we want to move this to an E, like we're going to use today, right? E is the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and you're going to orient your chord shape right there next to it. Now, if you don't have all the notes on your neck memorized, which I'm guessing you probably don't because it's usually really hard, check out this video. I've got the world's easiest way, really is, to memorize all the notes on your entire guitar neck. It's awesome. So now, later on today, we're going to move this shape to the 6th string, 5th string, and 4th string, or to the 5th string, 4th string, and 3rd string. So when we're on those bass strings, right, the thicker lower strings, with the same shape, all of a sudden, the note your middle finger is on, right, the note closest to the ceiling, that is your root note, your home bass. So today, again, we're going to need an E, which is the 7th fret of the 5th string. You form your shape, and there it is. We're also going to need an A, which is the 5th fret of the 6th string. You form your shape, and you got it. So that's really all you need to move this shape around all over the guitar and to use it for the rest of your life. Today, we're doing a 12-bar blues in the key of E. So scribble down these chords, make sure you got them in front of you, and that's going to be your template. You're just moving our shapes to those chords in that order, and then you can jam along with backing tracks, and it's as simple as that. So for our first mission, all we need is this simple little rhythm. Let's grab that E7 chord, right? I'm on the 4th fret, 3rd fret, and 4th fret, because remember our root note is on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. This is our rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you'll notice I'm not letting the notes ring. You can do that too, but I'm cutting them off. I just like the way that sounds. You'll also notice sometimes I'm doing some of these little moves where I move back 1 fret. You can really do this almost any time you want. It sounds super cool. So, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other 2 chords we need for today is an A7. You find A on your 2nd string. That's the 10th fret. We're going to put our shape right next to it. So 9, 8, 9. And then our B7, again, B is going to be the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So we put our shape right next to it on 11, 10, 11. There's our 3 chords. So practice that, get used to that rhythm a couple times, and then just jam right along with me. Now I'm going to do 3 rounds in a row. Go back as many times as you need to get the hang of it, and just have fun playing along. You can find other backing tracks of other speeds as well, but start off with this one. This is pretty fast, and if you can do this, you can play along with almost anything. Excuse the traffic noise. I'm in Buenos Aires, and there's a lot of traffic. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and if you found that really easy. So here's mission number 2. We're going to play some lower notes using the same chord shape. So this time our E shape starts on the 7th fret of the 5th string. A is going to be the 5th fret of the 6th string, and B is going to be the 7th fret of the 6th string. Now, here's our little rhythm pattern. Check this out. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now take a look at how I'm picking as well. You don't have to do this. You can just pick down the entire way. But I'm going down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, down. That really evens out the picking and it makes those little quicker notes a little bit easier to play. Right? So practice that for a few minutes, pause the video, get the hang of it, and then play along with me. Same thing, I'll play it 3 times in a row along with the backing track. Go back as many times as you want, save this for later, and you can play right along with me until you're ready to branch out and try this with any backing track. B, A, B, B. Back to the top. Second line. Third line. Back to the top. Picking is a little bit tricky at first for that one, especially at this speed, but that's why I want you to try it out. If you work on those movements, then you can slow it down to whatever speed you want. And you can even do that on YouTube videos as well. And you can try this out in different situations. I also thank you for your patience in just listening to this backing track a little bit in the background. I'm traveling, I don't have the equipment and the supplies and so on to make a bunch of fancy backing tracks for you. So practice along with me until you get comfortable, and then you can click on these backing tracks all on your own and play them at whatever volume you like and whatever speed you like too. So I hope that helped a bunch. Thanks so much. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.